Loud, and it is wet here, Coach, as we afternoon in Seattle, Washington. An NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Gets set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. 3-0 as we're off in week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for Darius Geis. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He's going to let one fly for... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Quiet, 90. 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. 49.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality.
Bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. DeForest Buckner. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run it with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Got it. Run left.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Fields steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
A gain of 14.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Fields into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. That's the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. To the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now again, right side. It's Carson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Fields under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice. The old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. They run. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Eluding the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 4th down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Fields.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
We got this.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases-clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Back to throw. Fields going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's just alert. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, alert.
Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.